Today on Engineering Update, Casey and Jason aren't able to make it. Well, they were, but the video guy in the office has pneumonia. So you got us.
And in this week's episode, drones that fit inside your shirt pocket, the U.S. Air Force's space-based infrared system, and Dynomak, a new fusion reactor from the University of Washington.
While fusion energy has generally sounded too good to be true, University of Washington engineers have designed a concept for a fusion reactor that could challenge traditional coal-fired plants. Starting as a class project, the Dynomak builds on existing technology and would be mainly self-sustaining. The design uses a magnetic field in a closed space that holds the plasma still long enough for fusion to occur. The plasma is heated continuously to maintain thermonuclear conditions, and the heat generated from the reactor would heat a coolant that spins a turbine to generate electricity, a process similar to that of a regular power reactor. And while there are several ways to create a magnetic field, the team creates the majority of theirs by driving electric currents directly into the plasma, a design they call the Spiromak. This design also reduces the amount of materials needed. The concept is still about 1/10 the size of the final product, which is also years away, but the team has already filed for patents and will continue scaling up its prototypes.
Do you know that sinking feeling when you reach for your smartphone and it's not there? Almost like a piece of you is missing?
This is the worst!
Well, a San Francisco-based company called Aericam wants to produce the same feeling, only with mini quadcopter drones. The company has created a drone so small and compact that it can fit into your pocket, meaning you can pull it out whenever you're feeling the urge to use it. It's about the size of a slightly thicker iPhone 6. The drone, called Anura, works with your smartphone via Wi-Fi, so you don't need to carry around bulky transmitters. The drone even has a micro camera, so you can stream images to your smartphone while in flight. Aericam wants to produce this small drone on a large scale. However, it doesn't quite have the funds to do it yet. It plans to start a Kickstarter sometime in mid-October. The company hopes to attract a minimum of 500 backers to start production of the Anura and eventually sell each drone for less than $200. Aericam also plans to include auto takeoff, auto land, auto return, and auto follow home functions if it reaches its crowdfunding goal. So, if you're the kind of person that just feels naked without your own personal compact drone, check out their Kickstarter ASAP.
Lockheed Martin and Northrop Grumman have delivered the payload for the 4th geosynchronous Earth orbit satellite of the U.S. Air Force's space-based infrared system, or SBIRS. S-B-I-R-S. SBIRS. The SBIRS program works to deliver missile warning and infrared surveillance information to the President of the United States, the Secretary of Defense, combat commanders, and other members of the intelligence community.
Whoop-de-doo! What does it all mean, Basil?
This information enhances missile launch detection capabilities, supports the nation's ballistic missile defense system, and improves situational awareness for those in combat. The payload that is being integrated into the SBIRS Geo4 satellite includes both scanning and steering sensors, providing improved infrared sensitivity and reduction in area revisit times. The SBIRS team is led by the Remote Systems Directorate at the U.S. Air Force Space Missile Systems Center and operated by the Air Force Space Command. That's it for this week's episode. For the ECN channel, I'm PD&D editor Melissa FASSBENDER.
And this has been your Engineering Update.